Oh, I know, hilarious, right? It's so funny. So funny. Hilarious. Oh, I thought I had it there. I thought I had it. My mouse is in a bad place. Okay, my mouse. I was running out of mouse pad space there for a second. Whoop. Which, given my mouse sensitivity, it shouldn't even be possible. Little more. Little more. Bring it in. Perfect. Ish. Ish. Extremely ish. Not to be confused with a Edmund McMillan game that is not as popular as his more famous stuff, Gish. This was more like ish.
Our doubts are traitors and make us lose the good we oft might win by fearing to attempt. William Shakespeare, Measure for Measure.
I'll give you a tip. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, I'll give you a tip. Stay in school. Tip your waiter.
There are no regrets in life, just lessons. Jennifer Aniston.
Oh, good. He's scraping the bottom of the barrel at this point. We've gone from getting quotes from Edgar Allan Poe and C.S. Lewis to Jennifer freaking Aniston. Granted, her hair is wonderful, but really, is that who I want to take life lessons from? I don't know. She's much more successful and rich and famous than me. Maybe that is who I should be taking life lessons from. Maybe Jennifer knows something I don't. Maybe she was born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline. I don't know. Do you? How can you tell? Maybe it's Memorex. Maybe it's live. I don't know. How can anybody tell? And now... Good. Good stuff. Whew. Okay. Little break there. I feel refreshed. We're back into it. I want to make it back at least to Barbecue Land. I feel that much should be doable. Yeah, losing track of days is a thing that is definitely, I think, besetting a large number of us, just because you kind of get used to your days being scheduled. Well, I mean, I know it sounds like super obvious when I say it like this, but you kind of base your sense of time in some degree on your schedule that you're used to, not just on like intrinsically knowing days. And so as a result, you know.
Pain has an element of blank. It cannot recollect when it began, or if there were a day when it was not. It has no future but itself. Its
I don't know about
infinite
that,
realms
Bennett. I'm
contain
pretty
its
sure that I could look at my
enlightened to
uptime
perceive new
and
periods.
pretty well remember when pain
Emily
began.
Dickinson.
I'm pretty sure if I look and I see I've been live for 2 hours, 7 minutes, and 39 seconds, I can pinpoint right somewhere around the 2 hour, 7 minute, and 39 second mark, pain began. It was not nebulous and in a void where I can't pinpoint it. Oh, no, no. No, Bennett. It is remarkably easy to figure out when the pain began.
No. Oft expectation fails, and most oft where most it promises.
I'm hoping distilled
and
water's
oft it
going to get
hits
us back on
where hope is
track.
coldest
It's
and
the
despair
mood
most.
booster. Like, if you look at the game,
William
if you look at my
Shakespeare,
game
all's
stats,
well that ends well.
you have perception -3, granted. You have awareness -17. You have dexterity -n+1 divided by the square root of 4. And then you have mood +1. And really that's the only positive modifier necessary in order to achieve greatness. Greatness. There we go. That's okay. That's okay. We're calm. We're relaxed.
Even as the stone of the fruit must break, that its heart may stand in the sun, so must you know pain. And could you keep your heart in wonder at the daily miracles of your life, your pain would not seem
Illusion at
less
100.
wondrous than your joy. Khalil Gibran.
I like that. A little bit of Elder Scrolls reference there. Smooth. What? All right. New plan. New plan. Okay. New plan. This is going to give us a little bit of more incentive to do well. We're refocusing. All the blood that has gone rushing to our head is now going the opposite direction. We're going to get rid of our stress and tense headache and allow the blood to rush down into our feet so that they may run and carry us to the victory we all so fully desire. Oh. Yeah, this is what you call high quality audio recording. sounds like instead of a needle on the record player, they've decided to use someone's like gross, extremely long clipped toenail in order to play the record. Would not recommend that for overall fidelity of sound, generally speaking. But you know, if all you've got is a toenail record player, then you bust out that big toe, and you rock what you got, man. You do you, boo. For the love of all that's holy, surely this can't be this hard. The Cauldron Man will now just float up to his destination. I no longer am required to do work. He should just let gravity take us away. Yeah. Okay. Oh, man. Okay. Okay. You remember how I was like, boy, Sekiro's controls just kind of click for me? What's the opposite of clicking for you? That's this game for me. Is this game possible to play with a game controller? Maybe my mouse is broken. Maybe, yeah, there you go. My mouse is broken. That's the problem with this game. I don't think you can play it with a controller. Darn, just when I was getting into that record. So sad to see it go. Good lord. Guitar Hero control. Yeah, with my feet. I'll play the Guitar Hero controller with my feet.
Remembered, if outlived, as freezing persons recollect the snow. First chill, then stupor, then the letting go.
Where's the Bennett Foddy DLC where he just adds in more voice clips to the game? I'm not sure I've ever run into a game where I'm just so naturally inept at it. It's actually kind of amazing. Dreamcast fishing pole. How about the Virtual Boy? Wasn't that a thing? How about I plug the game into a Super Game Boy and use a game, like a Game Boy Color to play it with? I'll play it using Pokemon Yellow on the Game Boy Color with my Super Game Boy attachment for the SNES. Oh my god, it's working. Never mind. All hope was lost in an instant because overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. Whoop, and a 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 whoop. When it works, it works. Just so he could listen to himself talk. Some people love to hear themselves talk, and it's like they can never shut up no matter what they're doing. And even at moments when it would be beneficial to allow silence to be there for a little while, instead they just keep talking and talking and talking. You can't get them to stop, and you wonder if they'll ever stop talking, but they don't stop talking. Break to the rules and hit the ground running. Never made sense not to live for fun. Your brain gets smart, but your head gets dumb. So much to do, so much to see, but what's wrong with taking the back streets? You'll never know if you don't go. You'll never shine if you don't glow. Da da, hey now, you're an all-star. I swear to God, Potman, if you do not get yourself back up to where we had been. No! No! You like that little segue there from just talking into actually being All-Star by Smash Mouth? I was a little bit pleased with myself on that one. Potman is angered by my threats. Yes, and he is taking it out on me thusly. Potman, you're not allowed to be in Idaho. You can only be in Colorado, Washington State, or California at this point, as far as I'm aware. Why have you come here to punish me? Whoop. Or Oregon. I forgot Oregon. Yes. Yes. Making progress. You're moving the mouse too fast. Lower sensitivity. Give it a try. Okay, that's more like what the default sensitivity was. We'll try that. I can also like manually adjust the DPI on my mouse with the button press. So if this is still too much, we can always try that out. Launch. Could this have been the change we needed? Could Shades have found the keys to the kingdom? Maybe. I haven't given up on it yet. It seems promising. It's a promising lead. Now, I'm not sure. Do you want lower sensitivity in this game or higher? Maybe lower is better. Kind of like with a first-person shooter. You would think like if you could get really good with high sensitivity, it'd be best. But actually, most professional first-person shooter gamers play at lower sensitivity to allow for more fine precision movements in their shooting. So maybe Bennett Foddy's getting over it is sort of like a fine-tuned precision first-person shooter. If you think about it. Or if you don't think about it too hard. Maybe. What makes you say that, Shades? What makes you say I'm bouncing all around like an idiot? I have no idea what you're talking about. Control my mouse better. Calm. Calm. We will try more calm movements. More deliberate movements. Maybe you're right. Better than a good Charlotte segue. I thought that was a pretty good segue, but I'm not opposed to a good Charlotte segue if that's what people are looking for. You know. I mean, really, it's up to you. Like, if you want me to stay, I would stay with you. If you want me to stay, I'll stay right through. If you don't want to say anything at all, I'm happy wondering. Ever since I was a young man, never was a fun man. Never had a plan and no security then. Ever since I met you, never could forget you. Want to get down to the point of I need you. Cause everybody, whoa, needs someone that they can trust, and you're somebody, whoa, that I found just in time. New moon record ahead. Check it. Okay, don't check that one. The next one's what I meant to check. By the next one, I mean the next one that's actually good. The next one that succeeds, check that one. Everyone else, be patient. It's coming. It's on the tip of my tongue. I can feel it. Whoop! I accidentally slid my entire mouse pad. I think being more careful with the movements, though, seems to be the right choice. Like in that particular case, I didn't think the hammer was still connected to the ground, but apparently it was. And as a result, I threw myself further back down. Okay. Okay. This is fine. Okay. That's tough, man. The way that handles really weird. The chimney is super annoying. Then yeah, that does sound kind of familiar now that you mention it. It's a very hard obstacle for me. Gently. Gently. Oh. Speed runs? I did long ago, but it's been quite some time. Oh my God.
I feel your pain. The pain in knowing this has happened to you. The pain in knowing what more tears we've gained. But through all this, I feel your pain. Octavia Hawkins Richardson. No. What? What?
Careful.
Oh. What?
Careful.
Oh.
I think lower sensitivity is a good idea, for sure.
What?
I think not making so many idiotic mistakes is a good idea. See there, I tried to not bounce off it,
I'm
kind of like
crushing your
that.
dreams and dashing your hopes. You're
Full
climbing a
zoomed
mountain
out
with a
map.
hammer and no ropes.
I bet you it exists somewhere. That would be pretty cool to look at. Nice and easy. That's fine. We didn't need that one. Didn't need that one. Okay. Getting better slower. That was some good feedback in chat. Slow down, lower sensitivity. Focus a little bit more on the fine movements instead of the major movements. You don't actually need that much mouse speed or acceleration in order to do a full strength yeet, it doesn't seem like. And we will use this information to our advantage in order to succeed. The information is really good. The tips have made a difference. I'm down. That's okay. This is not that hard. Not once you kind of understand movements. Oh, I'm gonna have to check the full map there, yeah. It's okay. Nice and easy. Nice and relaxed. A tranquil ocean. So much unattached that I would have expected. Man, now I gotta see this. Get on here. Let me just get up here. Look at that. Look at that. Reduce the mouse sensitivity, increase the careful motions, and we are suddenly not as terrible. All right, I'm checking out this image. Wow. It doesn't look nearly as big when you look at it from this view. as the nightmare that I'm currently facing. That is awesome. Yeah, there's a lot to that one. There's a lot there. All right. All right. Whew. I think with the slower motions and the more careful movements, we should be able to get back closer to where we were. I think we're making some good progress here. Without falling down. That's fine. Just careful, deliberate movements. That's okay. As long as you don't freak out and panic, it's not that big of a deal. It's okay. This is what you were made to do. Dark Souls games? Nah.
The vertical wall here has a way of getting harder the more times you try it. I think anger makes you swing the hammer harder, and that can push you away from the wall.
What anger, Bennett? I am a tranquil sea of calm. I've hunched my shoulders to the point where they're basically now ejecting through my earlobes, but other than that, I am the very pinnacle of calm. Oh. Am I even in the screen anymore? Oh yeah, that's right, I put myself at the top now. I got very confused for a moment there. This episode, we've just said, green screen, you do you, boo, and we're not going to worry about whatever happens. We don't even care anymore. No need to speedrun it. Indeed. Part of it's understanding the amount of force actually required in a mouse spin in order to generate, like, maximum thrust. It's really not that much compared to what you would expect. Like, you think, you know, you really need to nail it hard in order to, like, you gotta really swing the mouse in order to get the full spin. But you don't really need to spin that hard in order to get full launch. Ah. You're close. Close again. Each movement is an extension of myself. It is my sledgehammer gear, and I will use it to scale this strange broken wall with its Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skulls-esque refrigerator leaning up against it. Perhaps upon victory, Indy himself shall pop out and present me with a golden token that will allow me into Willy Wonka's factory of chocolate and happiness. I think I'm beginning to lose it. Okay, like this. This one I feel like going a little bit faster on and just letting your momentum work for you might be the way to do it. So let's try and just let the rhythm happen naturally. Don't overthink this particular one. Begging to lose it? Beginning to lose it, I meant. As clearly I am losing it. I can't even speak English anymore. Let the rhythm carry you. Okay. There we go. Gentle. We go. It's made through there. And we're back. I wasn't sure about that one, so I didn't complete my swing. I didn't want to jettison myself. That's fine. GG, thank you. The small victories at this point matter a lot. That's okay. Thank you, thank you. No idea what you're talking about, Grace. Also, welcome to the stream. How are you doing, Grace? Come on. Just gotta... That's fine. This is fine. Readjust the mouse.
No.
It's scary. Not nervous at all. That was not even close to throwing me off into oblivion. How goes your day, Grace?
The mountain seems no more a soulless thing, but rather as a shape of ancient fear, in darkness and the winds of chaos born, amid the lordless heavens thundering, a presence crouched, enormous and austere, before whose feet the mighty waters mourn. George Sterling.
I'm feeling you, Ethan. Don't worry, though, man. The sweet release was all worth it. Sweet release of death. Pain. So much pain. What do you mean the cam is upside down? Grace, maybe your eyes are upside down. Have you considered that? Sorry, work is slow and boring, but I mean, it's better to be slow than busy, and I don't know, sometimes it's better to be busy, I guess, because it goes faster, but something, positive statement, encouragement. So much pain. We're gonna get back up there fast now, though, that I've developed these new, slower swing strat skills. Okay, this might be a little too slow. I gotta increase my DPI a little, back to where it was. There we go. Clearly the skill we need. That was the winning move. Upsy daisy, upsy daisy. Nope, you're not gonna get me to throw myself off into oblivion. I don't even think it'll take us that long to get back there, to be honest. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get this quickly. Just understanding the physics of it better now. You do kind of like interesting wall jumpy type things, huh? By hitting off of the opposite side that you want to. It seems like you can do stuff to kind of bounce yourself around in interesting ways. Might be useful on some of these areas that are vexing me. Birthday's gonna be on a Monday? I mean, when you think about it, there was a 1 in 7 chance of that happening anyway. Completely random 1 in 7 chance. So really, the odds were not ever in your favor in that case. Slower, more deliberate movements. Next year? Aw, Ethan. Come on, man. Have some faith in ya boy. I mean, I don't know why you would, but you should. This is over where I want it to be. This is actually the place where all the cool kids hang out, so you wouldn't know about it. You wouldn't have been told about it, but yeah, so check that out. Well, I'm glad work is at least slow enough that you can tune in to hang out with us some, Grace. That's a nice benefit of it. Next year seems generous. What? What? Oh, you're home already. Okay. Well, why didn't you tune in from work then if it was so slow? I'm teasing, obviously. We have found the game that is my Achilles heel, that's for sure. Games that 99% of the population are like, this game's actually really hard. I'm like, hey, this is great. Game that most of the population is like, it's tough, but it's definitely doable. I'm just like, somebody put a bullet in my brain, please, because I am dying inside a little bit every minute. Did my sensitivity go back up again? I'm adjusting my DPI one more time. I feel like it must have gone up a little bit too high again. I must have double-clicked it instead of single-clicking it like I meant to. So we'll try slow the old DPI back down. Okay. Oh, you're doing closing? Ouch. Hard-hitting questions. Why are you guys still wow, that's actually kind of harsh there from the bot. Did I program that one in? The hubris. Why are you still here? Okay, maybe the DPI is actually a little too low at this point. I don't know. It's hard to say exactly. Yeah, why are you still here watching this? I mean, the uptime... You haven't been here that long. The uptime is 11 seconds at this point, given where we are in our location, so... From that standpoint, I guess it makes sense. Wonder how long it took Bennett Foddy to beat this game. Like, did he struggle with it? I mean, I know he made it, so he practiced each individual obstacle probably repeatedly in order to play test it and make sure that it was where he wanted it in difficulty terms, but I wonder if he did this first, like, full playthrough, how long it took him. Probably would be pretty quick because he made it. Like, when you make something, it's... I'm sure it's much easier than learning it. What? Okay. Okay. This is... Good. That's what I wanted. So I could do this. Then I could do... Then I could do, that. And that. And that. And that. And that. Because of that, of course. Perfect. Get into our rhythm.
Whenever I climb,
I was trying to
I'm
hit off that
followed
left
by a
side.
dog
Dang.
Called Ego. Friedrich Nietzsche.
Work from 4 to 8. Wow. Oh, so our close time's pretty early then, huh? Oh. Oh god, I do remember that, Ethan. You're right. Those were like the default settings. The default settings for Nightbot. Nightbot was a jerk, dude. You're not wrong.
I'm gonna let you be for a little bit.
Wait, is Bennett giving up on me? When I've watched other people play this, I don't remember ever hearing that line before. Is Bennett disappointed in me? Bennett, I know we've had our ups and downs, but it kind of sounds like you're giving up on me, bro. I think Bennett gave up on me. What do you think of that, Bennett? How about that, Bennett? Wow. That kind of actually hurts my feelings a little bit. Like, I don't know if it's the Stockholm Syndrome setting in or not, but I was starting to feel like me and him were becoming friends. Huh. Probably the Stockholm Syndrome. Yes. Ooh, Come on. Okay. Okay. He's like, you're too far gone, man. I've never heard that line before. I guess no one's ever gotten stuck there quite as long as I have. That I've seen. He's like, dude, at this point, come on, man. And I'm like, Bennett! Bennett! Come back, Bennett! 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 He's like, ugh. Huh. Okay. And then a little, huh. What? Why didn't I launch? Why didn't I launch? Welcome, Exodus. How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. All right, Grace. No worries. Thank you for the luck. I appreciate that. Good lord. You finally launched. Launched not in the direction of which I did desire, but launched nonetheless, yes. Well, in fairness to Shades, he had been sick for quite some time with a virulent cold, so that was part of why he hadn't been streaming. I know that much. But now that he's over it, hopefully he does get back to it. Although I think the other issue is now that he's over the cold, because of the massive strain on the internet from all the people staying at home watching Netflix and Hulu and whatnot, he's not able to get good upload to actually be able to stream. So, unfortunately, his streams have been a little bit stifled by the unfortunate situations that have been occurring in the world around us. Okay, that should have hooked. Oh, and the broken controller. There's also that. This is true. Ooh. Grand Theft Auto? Very nice. Glad Grand Theft Auto's been doing work for your stream. It's always a good feeling. A good feeling. I know they do exist. I used to have them, and then I started playing this game. And Bennett Foddy was like, it's impossible to tell when pain started. It's one of those ethereal things when you're like, oh, now I'm in pain. When did that happen? And I'm like, no, Bennett. The pain started when I fired this game up, and we both know that. We're both adults here. Okay. Calm, precise movements. I feel like the sensitivity went back up, and I don't know why. Like, I feel like it's not nearly as controlled as it should be. Alright, man. Thank you. Appreciate it. Catch you later. Have a good raid in Scum. I don't know what Scum is, but I've heard of it. I'm pretty sure I've heard the name. I think it might be like Rust, kind of. Is that correct? Survival game. Okay, yeah. I think it is similar to like Rust or something like that. Okay, cool. Have a good raid, bro. Good luck. Ranger out. Alrighty. I'm going to turn the sensitivity back down here. See if this helps me out. Come on. No, thankfully there was no damage from the earthquake. It was pretty scary though. I'm glad we were able to catch a clip of it and you can see me like shaking around in the chair. It was pretty freaky. Not what I expected to have in Idaho, I'll tell you that right now. But apparently Idaho does get earthquakes, so whatever. Guess that's a thing now to worry about. Hands sweaty, knees weak, mom spaghetti. Oh, okay. Extreme breath holding going on there. Need to angle a little bit more over. Why did he shimmy? Why did he start shimmying? It's okay. It happens. Sometimes people get the urge to shimmy, and they should be allowed to shimmy. That's what they want to do. He just shimmied his way off the side, unfortunately. You hate to see it. Oops. I feel like I'm getting better at the chimney here, at least. Overall. A little bit. I can't believe I've been playing this game for almost 3 hours, and I've made virtually no progress. It's actually kind of remarkable. Is there an achievement for that? Is the achievement just that line where Bennett's like, I'm gonna leave you alone for a while? I think that might be the achievement. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Utilize this opportunity. Get me out of here. Okay. Oh, I can breathe a little bit again. Oops. Full circles. Full circles. Round and round and round the sledgehammer goes. Where it'll stop. Hopefully somewhere that leads me to an advantageous position compared to where I am at the current moment. Okay. Fuller circles in that. Just go with the flow. Just let the rhythm take you. But not throw you off the side. That was a little scary. I wonder what mouse sensitivity like the speedrunners play at. I'd be really curious to know. Like, is there a consensus on a particular best way to play this? That would be fascinating. Probably. Come on. We've done this a lot of times, buddy. We can get up this. Take it easy. More muscle memory. Yeah, I could see that with this game. There's probably like a set number of movements that you want to learn, like the full circle, the partial circle where he pulls his arms in, the launch. And once you get used to those things and execute them quickly and efficiently, it probably helps quite a bit. Woo! Ha. Yeah, but anyway, regarding that earthquake, just as another side note, it turns out that it was a 6.5, roughly like 130 or 140 miles from where I'm at. So, pretty substantial earthquake. Apparently there hasn't been that big of an earthquake in Idaho, or even close to that big, in like 30 years. It's a pretty substantial one. I didn't realize there were even any fault lines in Idaho. So I might do some research on that to try and find out a little bit more about the geological situation going on in the place I live, which would probably just be wise to do. Like, I remember, while there were a few earthquakes while I lived in Japan, the only one that was big-ish took place in Kobe, and I did feel it where I live, but it was only like a 4-point-something, if I recall. And it was not actually that strong. Like, it didn't shake me out of my bed or anything. Not enough to freak me out. But, you know, you hear about Japan being one of the highest incident of earthquake places in the world, being on the Ring of Fire and all. But I've actually gotten bigger earthquakes in Idaho than I got in Japan. How weird is that? Hard to believe how long ago that was now. My gosh, how time flies. Where they hit and how they hit? Probably, and like delays at the right moment so that your hammer lands exactly where you expect it to. You just learn the path to take in terms of movements. That sounds about right. And I don't know why I'm having such trouble with this. I think I'm getting a little burned out. I'm going to be quitting here not terribly long, I think. If I could get back to the barbecue, I would be happy. This is probably something I won't do a full stream of again. Maybe like on days where I do Sekiro for a few hours, we can wrap up with like a half an hour or an hour of this and just work our way towards beating it, hopefully, eventually, maybe someday. But I don't think I'll be doing a full stream of this again. My shoulders right now are in pain from the amount of tensing that I've been doing. This game is so stressful compared to anything else I've ever played. Like, legitimately stressful. It's ridiculous. That's a good idea, yeah. I'm not kidding. Literally, for hours fighting some of the toughest bosses in Dark Souls. No pain. Playing this game for just under 3 hours. And it feels like my my neck muscles are about to explode into my earlobes, like I mentioned earlier. They've been hunched so much. Oh, hilarious. There we go. Yeah, we got doinked off that, man. I can't even remember what that muscle is called. What's the muscle? Is it the trapezius right here? The one that's connected to your, connects your neck and your shoulders? I think that's your trap. My brain is, like, completely melted from this game, so I can't even remember. That's right? Alright, well that's good at least. The upper trap. Yeah, my upper trapezoidal is, currently feeling like it's on fire. This game is the best workout I've gotten all week. That groan, yes, I totally commiserate with that groan, Pop Man. But we're almost back to the barbecue. Oh my god, I think I made it to the barbecue. Oh, sweet malarkey, we've done it. I think that's gonna do it for this stream. I'm a little bit tired out. If you enjoyed the stream, consider pressing the follow button if you've not already done so. Check out my stuff on YouTube. If you would like, I would appreciate you checking that out. If you have any interest in Dead Cells, it's a great game. Highly recommend. If you have not played Dead Cells, go play Dead Cells. It's a lot of fun. Bob Home, it was a lot of fun seeing you. Thanks for dropping in. Shades, Ethan, Grace, Corgi, all the other awesome people here tonight. It was a lot of fun. Sorry if I missed your name. Dragon, I know you were here. That was a good time. Have a great night, everybody, and I'll be back on tomorrow with more actual Sekiro. So we'll be back on tomorrow with Sekiro at the normal time. Take care, everybody. Stay safe.